Yo, what is going on, YouTube? It is your boy Aaron, and we are back at it again with another banger YouTube video, y'all. It's been a long time since I made one of these videos, and I think I'm gonna just start doing it, quite often, and I'm gonna just be giving updates on certain stocks, my picks, so on and so forth. And in today's video, we're gonna be talking about a stock that is so near and dear to my heart right here that if I could, would probably marry this stock. Not literally, but with that being said, let's get into this video. If you think you're gonna learn something, if you think you might enjoy it, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, and let's just get right on into it. There are certain things, and there are several things that I really want to talk about within you, and most of those things will be the chart, its growth potential, some services that it offers, and just my outlook on 2025 and then moving forward into 2026. So let's get right into this. So just looking straight at the chart, you can see that she is in an uptrend, and the growth that I'm going to show you a little bit later on in this video absolutely justifies this chart going from about $3 all the way to a high of $18, and it's going to continue to soar, in my opinion, into 2026 and into 2027. Recently, the chart is in a nice little channel. Now, obviously, it could break this at any point. It could go straight down. It could fly straight up these lines. None of this even freaking matters because the stock is going to go in a circle if it wants to. It's going to go up and down and left and right and diagonally and just do whatever it possibly wants to do, because no one in their right mind can actually predict this. I am just giving you my thoughts, not a financial advisor or anything like that. Currently, right now, we are in this channel. Every time it hits the bottom, tends to go up to the top. Every time it hits the top, tends to go down to the bottom. Now, stocks, they like sitting in the channel sometimes. It is a great way to know when to potentially buy, when to potentially sell if that's what you like doing, or when to potentially hold. Right now, as this currently sits, we have tested this bottom here. Let me get my drawing out. Where's my brush? So again, we are testing the bottom. We have tested it 1, 2, 3, 4 times in the past, and it has bounced off and went up every single time. And on the contrary, we have tested the top 1, 2, 3 times, and what has happened? It has rejected and went down since. That is a classic channel. There is not any, it needs to hit this many times off the bottom. It needs to hit this many times off the top. It's going to do what it wants to do. And drawing stuff like this just gives you an idea of what it is about to do. And in my opinion, I think we're just going to respect this and go back up, depending on, like the political events, depending on if we're going to freaking bomb every single country in the world in the next 6 months, which with this freaking lunatic we have in office, there's actually no idea what's going to happen. And guys, we just don't know. But looking at the chart, looking at its growth potential, looking at what it's doing, looking at its services, it can kind of give us an idea of where it's going. So that is kind of the chart right now. That is just the beginning of it. I'm not going to get too much into it. I'll do other videos where I actually do really get into it. Why is this not deleting? Moving right along to just some of the things that I want you guys to look at, and that is starting with the amount of customers that NU has. I don't have it pulled up. I know it off the top of my head. They have about 115 million customers, and that is just in 3 countries. NuBank Holdings, NuBank is in 3 countries only, and the growth is just freaking starting, y'all. It is just starting. Only in 3 countries. And as we look here, NuBank has applied for a U.S. national bank charter, which, guys, if this gets into the U.S., I promise you it is going to explode. I know I'm switching over to NuBank. I know several other people who will switch to NuBank, and if they're in my situation or their situation, or they're going to be switching. I think NuBank can challenge some of these traditional banks, not only because it is just all online, right? There's no physical bank, but because it is so new and just everything that it has to offer. It really does challenge a lot of these other banks. Moving right along. Like I said, in 3 countries, they're in Brazil, Mexico, Colombia. Its main target right now is Brazil. It's got about 92 million customers, about 7 million in Mexico, about 1 million in Colombia. That was really kind of at the end of 2025. Obviously, earnings season will be coming up. And then speaking of earnings, NuBank's revenue has continued to grow and grow and grow. Whenever it first started, I think it literally right here, 2013. Obviously a little bit, and each time it's nearly doubled almost each time. I don't have a graph for that, unfortunately. But y'all, this thing is growing out of the wazoo. I have a book. Where did my book go? Of just some services that it offers. I know it does personal loans, credit cards. It offers, APY. It's got crypto. You can have like I said, free bank accounts. You can have savings accounts. Y'all, it's this stock right here is going to save your 2026 portfolios. I freaking promise you. NuBank Holdings is going to be the way in 2026. And if not in 2026, over the next 5 years, it is going to explode. I think I read an article that's saying in about, I think 2028, which is literally 2 years from now, that revenue is going to top a couple billion, if it hasn't already. I think what I read, I'm not kidding, was about $28 billion in revenue, which is insane for a bank that does not have any actual in-person banks you can go visit, which could come back to bite it. And if I remember correctly, I've also read somewhere that NuBank has applied for a physical branch in Brazil. Don't know yet. Obviously, time will tell with that. That's NuBank. Its customer growth is only in 3 countries. 3! And it's already $215 million. Or million customers. The revenue off of 115 million only is upwards of billions of dollars. Again, if the proof is not writing itself, I don't know what will. I think I need to just get a hammer and bop you on the top of the head. Oh, but Aaron, what's the PE? Who cares? Who cares? I don't care about the PE ratio. I care about buying this stock and holding it for as long as I possibly can, or until something tells me otherwise. Oh, Aaron, what's the earnings compared to them? I don't care. Okay, little Timmy, I don't care, and I never will care. All I care about is the growth and its potential. And this stock has some insane potential, so much so that I already own, I would say, about 170 shares of this in my Robinhood account. And I'm going to start a little challenge for you guys. If you've made it this far into the video, I have a interactive brokers account that I just started specifically for NuBank Holding. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to just be putting in a little bit of money each week whenever I can. And I'm just going to be doing updates every single week on NuBank, my holdings, my thoughts. We're going to be talking about the chart. We're going to be talking about everything. We're going to be talking about news. We're literally going to be talking about everything. And then at the end of 2026, we're going to see how much money I have by the end, simply from NuBank. Again, only in 3 freaking countries, and it already has 115 million customers with billions of dollars in revenue, and the growth to go into other countries is outstanding, y'all. It's only in 3. It's applied for a U.S. national banking charter. Once it gets into the U.S., it's going to open the door for so many other countries. They applied for one back in September, and right now, we're just waiting. We're just waiting. I promise, y'all. I promise. If you have not added this to your 2026 portfolios yet, I highly, highly, highly suggest you do so. That's it. That is the video. If I haven't convinced you enough, please go do your own DD. Please go do your own research because, again, y'all, this stock is about to go through the roof more than it already has. Every single time you see that it's down, just buy a share. Buy half a share, buy 10 shares. You don't have to, but I promise as soon as you add this into your portfolio, you will start to see that guy go up. Like I said, I'm going to be posting all kinds of videos just based on NuBank. So guys, go ahead and hit that subscribe button because we're in for a long, long, long journey. With that being said, hope everyone has an awesome trading week. It is currently 1/19/2026, about 10:45 p.m. I'm going to get this video edited. I'm going to get posted right away. I hope you guys have an awesome 2026. I hope you guys make as much money as you possibly can. And I hope you guys feed those families. Without any further ado, peace out.